Welcome to the Future of Real Estate. I'm Brett Ellis of the Ellis team at RE/MAX Realty Group. Today we want to bring you our September 2011 Southwest Florida State of the Market Report. Now I want to share with you a little bit what's going on. We're going to toggle back and forth between spreadsheets here. These are the official numbers that are released every month, and next week there will be the official release put out by the Florida Association of Realtors. You can kind of see from this that sales are going down in the last couple months. Of course that's seasonal, so that's to be expected. And prices also were heading down, both for, this is a graph that shows prices and homes closed. The blue line is the homes closed, the red line is the sales prices. So, and then this is sales prices going back to 2009 and heading down a little bit. But we've got some advanced data we want to share with you so you can get an idea what's going to happen even before the official numbers come out. It's just one of the services we provide to you here at the Ellis team. So, I want to go over a few things. This is the inventory. We've been talking for months how inventory's been going down. So this is, Fort Myers is the red line, Cape Coral's the green line, and the blue line. They're all going down significantly, as you can tell. Now if I look at the county-wide numbers, you can see we're down here, down to around 7,600, almost 7,700 square homes on the market right now. These are all single-family homes. A precipitous decline, you might say. So, but let's look at the overall inventory and the short sale inventory. Even it's going down, but maybe not perhaps as radically. So now look at the sales. We did see a trend starting last month, and it actually happened, so it's kind of nice to see the numbers. When the official numbers come out next week, we expect the single family home sales to go up a little bit from the previous month, and that's a little bit unusual. Sometimes, I mean, it's not uncommon, but this time of year they kind of tend to head a little bit lower. And with decreased inventory, we thought, hey, they still might go lower, but in fact we're reporting we think they're going to go up. The condos down, and it's definitely, we're out of season for the condo market, so until we get back up into here and then back into April again, March and April, that's our definite peak for the condos. So, but look, don't be surprised if you see a little bit of an uptick in the single family home sales. Now we haven't done analysis on price yet. Maybe by next week we'll have another video out, or we'll just report the official numbers and you'll have that. So let's take a look at some more things here. Let's go behind the scenes a little bit. We track the pending sales. We kind of get an idea. Pending tends to lead to what might close. Although we've been losing deals, short sales not approved. We get it approved and the buyer walks, they've done something else, so you can't count a deal until it closes. I had an old customer one time that said, Brett, he was an old car salesman, he said, you never count a deal until you see the tail lights going down the road. And this is kind of like the tail lights, but they're not down the road yet. So we see pending sales right now about 1258. Last month they were 1264, so roughly even. And that's an indicator of what may happen next month. Now, if we look at distress sales, the percentage of sales are definitely on the uptick. We saw more distress sales this last month. I wouldn't be surprised if that affects the sale prices, because they're a larger percentage of the overall sales. Not necessarily more sales, but it's just a larger percentage of the sales. So it could affect prices a little bit because the distress sales tend to, but not always, be at the lower end of the spectrum. So we'll get to see how that works out. Although we are seeing more foreclosures come in at the higher end. For instance, we just listed one for about 1.51 million. It's a beautiful bayfront home down in Bonita Springs, and we've got another one coming in out at the end of Captiva. That'll be over $1 million as well. So we are starting to see some more of the higher end foreclosures coming, which may actually help raise prices. We'll see. Here's the foreclosure to short sales. Now look, this last month here, in August of 11, where we're tracking, these aren't released yet officially, but we saw more foreclosures and more short sales. So this is a case in fact where there actually were more sales, and that's why it affected the percentage. So it wasn't that traditional sales came down necessarily. We're seeing these two numbers going up. So watch for that. We'll keep our eye on prices. I wish I had time. I would have done a price analysis. I just didn't have time to do that yet. But it'll be interesting to see where that leads us, and we'll kind of all watch together. Let's see what else I've got here. I've got, these are the short sales going back 2009, 2010, and today. And again, in Cape Coral we're starting to see a rise. We're starting to see a rise in Fort Myers and a rise in Lehigh. We are seeing a push by the banks to get these things sold via short sale. They lose less money if they go to foreclosure, less attorney's fees, less payments, and the property tends to be more maintained. It's less time, so you don't have vandals and vacant homes and weeds growing up to here. You've all seen them if you've driven around any home or a neighborhood that's got a few foreclosures. Sometimes the weeds are over your head. So foreclosures are a good thing. Banks are responding. The good news is we're certified distressed property experts, so we can help you do a short sale. And I think a short sale's success is determined by a couple things. Is the seller a qualified candidate? Are they upside down? In a lot of cases they are, that's why they're short. But the competency of the listing agent, can they handle the short sale? If the answer to all those three things are yes, then a short sale is probably going to go through, because the banks don't want the foreclosure. But if you have, I hate to use the word incompetent listing agent, but someone who's not experienced and thorough with the whole process of short sales, that's where you really can run amok on some of these short sales. We can help you with that, and there's a lot of other agents we know that are good too, but not every agent is. Of course, if you'd asked us 20 years ago, would we be short sale experts, I probably would have said no. Not exactly what we're looking to do. Unfortunately, it's the market right now, so it's what we have to do if we want to service our clients. Let's see what else we've got here for you. Seems like there's another chart here. Yep, listing inventory to pendings. You can see those pendings are holding fairly firm, down a little bit from April of this year, but look at our listing inventory. Now this is just Fort Myers and Cape Coral. The other ones we tracked were about 7,600 listings. This is down around the 4,000 mark, a little over 4,000, but it's only Fort Myers and Cape Coral, not countywide. But it's synonymous with what's going on countywide, same exact trends. It almost doesn't matter where you are. Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Lehigh, Bonita, Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, we are seeing inventory levels going down, and it's because we're clearing through some of that distress inventory, but a lot of people can't afford to sell at today's prices, so they're holding on to it if they have that wherewithal. And this is our current market index. You probably have a hard time seeing it, but it's down close to an all-time low here at 3.29. So what that's a measure of is how hot is our real estate market, and I think that's a function of that we're running out of inventory, and yet we have a lot of buyers looking to buy at these prices. We have bidding wars, we have multiple offers in a lot of these properties, especially that sub 100,000 price point. We'll get 5 to 10 to 20 buyers sometimes. The good news is I just listed a condo just a couple days ago, and I don't have the offers on it yet, for $27,900. So if you're looking for a one-bedroom, one-bath condo in South Fort Myers, we've got one for $27,900. And it'll come free and clear title. There are some back liens in terms of the HOA, but the bank will have to satisfy those. That's a pretty good bargain for somebody, and you can rent that out and have a positive cash flow too. So something to look at. So that's the overview of September 2011, the Southwest Florida state of the real estate market. And next week, we're going to get official numbers, so we're going to make sense of, is this right on the track? But I'll tell you what, by and large, we track these things pretty closely. Our numbers are usually right on the track. It can vary a little bit from the official numbers, but we think we're going to see lower inventory levels, higher distress sales as a percentage, and what I don't know is how that's going to affect price, but we're going to wait and see and watch when those official numbers are next week. If you tune into our blog at blog.topagent.com, and we have those numbers posted weekly, so you can look at that as well. I'm Brett Ellis of the Ellis team at RE/MAX Realty Group, and you've been watching The Future of Real Estate, and thank you for tuning in.